Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Zoo. We're here in the tall grasses. We are watching as our two new Bengal tigers settle in. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with them. Look at the way they move. Look at their fur, look at their stripes. Oh, look at that. Just like the big cats that I saw last week at the San Diego Safari Park at their beautiful, beautiful tiger trail area. Those movements, those yawns, the way they go flat cat. Behold, flat cat. What many of the large cat predatory species end up doing with the majority of their day. And actually, do you guys know why these big cats sleep for so many hours a day? Well, it's pretty interesting because on the one hand, like you'd think, oh, if I was so powerful, I would want to roam around the place, climb things, be master of the jungle. And actually, with these big cats, they have to sleep for basically their stomachs. So they tend to eat all at once when they take down a kill and they have a huge pile of meat and food off the carcass of something that they have taken out as a prey item. They have a 100% carnivorous diet. So all they eat are meat, organs, blood, those kinds of things, that the like flesh sometimes, whatever they can get in, that is what they're going to have in their stomachs. And that's a really high protein, like very hard to digest diet. So that is one of the reasons you have the cats sleeping all the time, is that they have to process all of that meat and that really high, like basically body protein that they're trying to convert into energy into food. And that's really hard on the body. So they're going to go ahead and sleep and sleep and sleep to metabolize that food and get themselves their energy from their meal. So a lot of the sleeping is not because they're like lazy per se, but also because they just need to rest so that their bodies can process their food. Kind of like on the opposite end of the herbivore carnivore spectrum, koalas actually sleep so many hours a day because their bodies are processing the toxins from the eucalyptus leaves that koalas have to eat, since for some reason koalas evolved to be, eating a plant that's toxic to them, which really doesn't help them much. But there you have it, little koalas, you're doing your best. But look at this. Oh, I'm in love with our tigers, and I want them to be in love with us. So enough of my fact rambling. Oh, that you're gonna get a lot of that out of what we're doing here in Planet Zoo, because I love these animals. And let's carry on with our objectives so that we can inherit the Goodwin House Zoo. And we're gonna work on helping our tigers feel more at home. Oh my gosh, did you just see him? He jumped out the back of this. I'm telling you guys, everything in these exhibits the animals will interact with. I've never had a Tycoon game that is that powerful. Oh my gosh, I'm glad we raised up the fence line. Holy cow. But we want to make our Bengal tigers feel more at home, and they do not like the plants that we have in this habitat. So let's check out the terrain. Nancy's going to start talking to us.
Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
So over here we can see how the terrain is with these tigers, and they're actually really annoyed by having so much long grass. They don't want this much long grass to hide in. They want to have a little bit more soil. So what we can do is come down into the terrain pathing, and we can say, okay, we're going to replace some of this, maybe not this huge size. We're going to replace some of the area in front of where they sleep with soil. And you can watch right here as we're taking away the long grass and adding in soil, and it will change the tolerance levels the animals will have. And one of the details I love about Planet Zoo, look at this, the 3D mapping. As we take away the tall grass, you actually get little rocks and little bumps for where you are adding in this dirt. Isn't that so cool? Oh, I really love that. All right, so let's keep going. Adding in more soil in front of their exhibit. Nice. And we can actually make it go a little higher. We can make it a little more intense. There. And then they could actually do with a bit more rock. So why don't we kind of make this area a little rocky? And again, you can see that 3D mapping. Look at that. Oh, so cool. shadows and shade, and the sound of the animals' footprints or hoof prints will actually change as you change their environment. So as they walk across it, if you get in real close and listen carefully, you will actually hear the change of their, let's see, a little bit more soil now. You can hear the change of their footfalls. All right, whoops, I want soil. No, soil, there we go. There. Add in a little more soil back here.
Right then. All animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, Eurasia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia.
We're getting used to the...
Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
That is so cool. Did you see them use their enrichment items? I love that. And the other thing about some enrichment items is that the animals in Planet Zoo will actually have to warm up to some new enrichment items. So different types of animals will be like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing putting a new enrichment item in my exhibit? I'm terrified of new things. And so if you have a species like one of the prey species who is more timid about new things in their exhibit, they actually will not run up to the new item right away. They will ignore it and have to warm up to it over time, which I think is just so cool and exactly what happens in real life. Like if you guys remember when I had my Goldie and finches, anytime I would try to go ahead and like give them a new toy, my finches believed it was a snake and it was going to kill them for the first like 2 weeks of a new item anywhere near or in their cage. It takes a long time for them to adapt and be like, oh, this is safe for me. But it makes sense with the more predatory and stronger animals that they would feel more comfortable with new things, with novelty and the idea of novelty, which just is something unknown, new, different, than some of the other species, because they've got those claws, they've got those fangs, they have that muscly power. They'd be able to handle novelty, whereas for a prey animal, that might be the last thing they ever see. Because who knows? It looks like a deliciously wonderful, like, comforting scratching pad, but it could be a snake. That is how a lot of animals think. So, alright, now our Bengal tigers really want new plants!
Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want. You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
All right, yay! Okay, so now Nancy is talking through how we have so many different types of plants that we can actually pick from. And if what we really want to do is narrow it down so we know which ones to offer to our tigers, there are these fantastic filters. So we can click on our tiger and we can see, oh, Lemon! Lemon, our wonderful male Bengal tiger, is from Asia. And so he would really like to see plants that are also from Asia. And he likes tropical, temperate, and grassland biomes. So then we can come over to the biomes and go, okay, so we want tropical, temperate, and grassland. And that will expand the option that we have for the different kinds of plants that will fit in there just fine. So he also doesn't like this acacia tree. Can I move it? Oh, I can move it. So I'm gonna give it to my giraffes because they love acacia. What do you mean outside placement area? Bah, fine, I have to delete it. They're being rude and containing me to our little zone here. Oh, that's our snow leopard. All right, where? Here we go, back into our Bengal tiger exhibit. So all of these, because of our filter, would be the different plants that our tigers would love. So you can click on your tiger, you can go over to the environment, and you can see, oh, they want to have more coverage, which would be like things to hide behind, things to provide them with cover from the weather that's different than a hard shelter, and also things that might provide them with somewhere to like lurk and wait for prey or hide from guest prying eyes. And then also how many plants they want, so the amount of plant coverage. They're sad because they want more plants. Like a heart after my own. Also, are people releasing balloons? I swear, I don't know why we sell balloons. They better be biodegradable balloons, or else I have an issue with that. All right, so what kind of things can we put in here? The baboa trees! Which, if you guys watch the stream, you'll know that Chips fell in love with these baboa trees, and we ended up like putting a ton of them into this habitat, and it was so cool. So we'll go ahead and put down some baboa trees, kind of in honor of that. I think I might add a couple, like either in or on top of the shelter to kind of like hide it. Like so. I mean, look how cool it is. Oh, I thought that was a tiger walking outside the exhibit for a second. You scared me, sir. I might rename that keeper to, or whoever he is, to like Tony the Tiger. Because he startled me.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger.
I can't put down any more trees. It only
Still,
wanted 2 of these.
those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave.
They love
Even if
having
you
the
did
big
poke a hole
tree.
in their
They have a
fence.
tree house. They literally have a tree house now.
Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Okay, there we go. So we have now.
Right.
Here's
Let's
Nancy
head
with the
over to
next
Indian
objective, the gold
peafowls.
objective.
I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
All right, so there we go. Well, I can't wait to get back in here and work with more plants. But as you see, I can actually edit it to put the trees literally inside of the building that they have for their hard shelter. And I love that because it really makes it look more naturalistic. And we could cover it with vines and ferns, which I'm totally going to do in the future. But our tigers are like, that's a big tree. And they only wanted 2 of them because they're so happy about it, which I think is kind of hilarious. Also, it looks like the food has gone bad. All right. Rotten food. Oh, I didn't know the meat would go rotten. Okay, we've got to get our keepers in here to clean that up like ASAP. And hopefully, yeah, keeper being requested. Hopefully we'll have keepers there soon. But all right, the objectives are still dragging us along and we have more to do. So we're going to leave our Bengal tigers, which we will come back to them in the future, and head over to the Indian peafowl habitat because they've taken away my plants. I'm so offended by that. Taking away my plants, I can't believe that. Yeah, this doesn't need this many of these different lines for sure. I'll have to see if I can like edit that. Unsubscribe from Blueprint. Okay, there we go. We can always add that in later. All right, so let's take care of, look at those balloons. We really should not have balloons. They should be, they have to be biodegradable or else I'm gonna be cranky. So we are gonna start taking care of the Indian peafowls who we have in this very old habitat here. Is that a... Oh, look, we have protesters! They want us to take better care of our Indian peafowl. Alright, where are they? Uh-oh. There should be 2. Oh, there they are! It scared me. I was like, wait, where'd they go? Alright, let's call a keeper to the habitat here. Hello, dear. So we're going to try to make these guys happy. So objective, locate the peafowl habitat. Done. Right. Uh-oh. Did we lose one of our peafowl? Oh my gosh. Did my keepers kill a... Why is there only a female? Wait, what? Do I have a notification? New animal protesters? New animal. Okay, yeah, no, there's been no death. No death. Where's my... Okay, don't panic, guys. Don't panic. Deep breaths. We'll find them. Let's go ahead and look at our animals. All right. I'm sure the second peafowl... Rishi! Jeez, he's escaped! Rishi, where are you?
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
How do I move him?
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Well, like, I have a bit of a problem here. Rishi, how do I move you? Oh boy. Okay, this is hilarious. This is not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to happen. No wonder we have protesters. All right, maybe if I can go... Is this just broken forever now? How did he escape? Did he fly the coop? Did he literally fly the coop? Wait, where'd our female go? Where'd our female go? Uh-oh. 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 Where's my keeper? Okay, where's the food? Somebody feed this bull! Feed it! Okay, okay, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Okay, I'm panicking. I just said don't panic. We can go ahead and use this. There we go. Rishi has escaped. I don't know how to get him back. Hopefully we can handle that. Garui, where are you, dear? Oh, there you are. Man, I'm literally losing peafowls in a hedge maze. All right, so we want to look at their social.
As you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Well, off you pop to the animal market.
All right, Nancy, we have an escaped peafowl, and you're just kind of like telling me we need more. We should just catch the one that's already like off. I'm gonna call a keeper to this habitat to make sure that they're fed too. I probably need to hire more keepers when I get the opportunity to do that. Hello, person. Inspecting boundary. We must have had like a breach in the fencing or something. There's a keeper. Are you coming in to feed? Exiting habitat, going to habitat. Okay, they have food. All right, good. There we go. All right, anyway, we need to adopt more peafowl, so let's take care of that so that maybe we can have control over poor Rishi here, who we'll go ahead and rename. In fact, let's rename these 2 peafowl first. So, as usual, I am naming them after you guys. You who have left such wonderful comments in our previous videos. And now we are already getting things much more exciting because we have 1 escaped peafowl. And we're going to come over here. We're going to rename this female to Toline. So Toline, thank you so much for your sweet comment. I am so glad you guys are enjoying the adventures we have in our little zoo. I'm actually ridiculously attached to this Goodwin Zoo here. And then, holy cow. This is hilarious because thank you so much to Strange Chicken, who left a comment that now has been chosen by the random generator because, come on, we now have a peafowl named Strange Chicken. How cool is that? Oh, I got so loud. I'm sorry. I'm just like, that's perfect. Oh, that's so perfect. We'll go ahead and call him Strange Chicken. And just so you guys know, I did actually run into a really cool bird whilst I was in the San Diego Zoo. It's actually my favorite bird in the world. One of many, actually. I have many favorite birds. The crowned pigeon. The beautiful, beautiful Victoria crowned pigeon, which I freaking love. And I got to pet it myself. And the women who were running the event that I attended, the special tour where I got to meet some of their animal ambassadors behind the scenes, opened up the crate then they were like, this is a bird, do you know what it is? And out strolled Kingsley, the Victoria crowned pigeon. And I was so thrilled, and they were shocked because nobody had known what a crowned pigeon was in their animal ambassador work before. And I'm over here like freaking out like, oh my gosh, this is one of my 5 top favorite birds ever, I can't wait to meet him, like, it was the best. But moral of the story is one of the things that people guess when they're asked to guess the name of the Victoria crown pigeon when they meet the animal ambassador, like what species it is. People guess backwards peacock, which I thought was hilarious. So that's how that relates to peafowl here. Apparently some people think that the largest pigeon species in the world, closest relative to the dodo, the beautiful Victoria crown pigeon, which is stunningly awesome, reminds them of a backwards peacock, which I thought was pretty hilarious. Also, darling, you are so beautiful. But alright, so enough of that rambling. I just really wanted a chance to tell you guys about my favorite beloved, like, pigeon. They're one of my favorite pigeons. Yes, I have multiple favorite pigeon species. And we're gonna go ahead and buy a few more females. Only 20 bucks for a peafowl, who knew? And then we're gonna go ahead and put them all in here.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Alright, so we're going to be leaving our peafowl now, my friends, and we're going to be strolling over to our snow leopard and working with her next. And hopefully, as we complete the objectives, we will be able to get rid of these protesters. Because I agree with them. hold me in check, friends. Make sure you don't back down. If I'm leaving a peafowl in a crate somewhere, I should be held responsible, so you guys keep up at it. But alright guys, if you could, do please leave a like for our lovely peafowl and for the wonderful Victoria Crown Pigeon, which I will definitely be talking about more in the future. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!